Guys, today we're going to be doing a opening and review of the new tabletop table system available online now after a very successful Kickstarter. So first thing you're going to see is that it comes in this nice, easily portable carrying case. I went for the polymer version, which weighs a scant 7 pounds, making it very easy and very portable to carry around. There's a wood version as well. It does weigh 21 pounds, so something to consider if you're looking for more aesthetics or portability. So, very easy to get set up. Just open up the case here, and then here you have the table itself, compact. They do recommend that you set it up on the carrying case itself to avoid any imperfections in the surface you might be setting it up on, marring or scratching the surface of the table itself. Simply opens up. Inside you have the legs and any accessories that you've purchased. By default, it comes with 2 dice holders and 2 card holders. It can hold up to 8 of these accessories. The plastic and wood are cross-compatible, so depending on which one you get, you can use either or. Again, setup is very simple. Everything is toolless and magnetic. So just simply slide the legs together. You can see here you have pads, and on the inside you have magnets showing where they go, and it just magnetizes in right away. And then you just simply flip up, and it's set up. So everything looks very good so far. Nice level surface. You can see it lifts itself up off the table. So you can roll dice on top, roll dice underneath. Have plenty of room for your playing surface. There is a little bit of wiggle to it, but that's not really that important if you're not going to be messing around with it too much. Now, some of the accessories. Again, you have the dice holder. It is all magnetic, so they all click to the sides with no issues. The card holders can be used for if you're playing a board game, any cards that come with the board game itself, spell cards, anything else that you'd be doing, tarot cards, and the dice holders. Now these, important thing to know is these are dice holders. They are not dice rollers. So while you can use it to hold some of your dice, if you try to roll your dice in this, they are going to just bounce out, so you still are going to want a dedicated dice tray for that. A couple of the other accessories that I purchased along with this. First, we have the magnetic play mat. This is a nice felt mat. On either side, you have both hex or square, depending on what game you're playing. And again, it is magnetic. Simply clicks to the corners like that, fully compatible with the other accessories, and it gives you a nice surface, helps reduce any clicking sounds if you're going to be doing that. They also have one that's available with a checkerboard and a backgammon board, but I went with this because I'm planning on primarily using this for tabletop RPGs, not going to be playing backgammon on it. And then the last accessory that they have available and that I purchased are the extenders. The extenders are a little bit heavier. They come in a larger bag and their own carrying case to keep everything together. This is included with the extenders themselves, which will greatly increase your playing surface depending on how many people are playing. And again, it's all magnetic. So you can see, just clicks right in. Cause a little bit of an issue, so you might want to do that orthogonally there, just to avoid what you saw just there with the table opening up due to the extra weight, because oddly enough, the extenders I feel are actually heavier than the table itself, but now a much larger play surface. One thing to note too is that the play surface is compatible with the accessories. And I only have one of these right now, but will still magnetically clip right on and line up perfectly. Again, I only have one, so I'm not sure, but you can see the playmat has a little bit of a border here. Based on how this looks, it looks like if you add the second one, they'll overlap, causing the play surface to be uninterrupted. And the magnets along the side here are also compatible with the, if I can figure out where they went. You still have the same magnetic railing to attach play surfaces. Now I'm really excited to use this for my games. I was playing a game last month where I had the battle maps out on just a standard fold-out guest table. And when I had the battle maps and I needed to change, everybody had to lift up their character sheets, their dice, their trays, their spell cards. Very annoying. With this, that will not be an issue because the only thing up here will be the play surface. Everything that the players and the DM are using will be all underneath. So swapping out battle maps will be simple and straightforward. So definitely worth a purchase. Right now it is 40% off at tabletop.com. So you can get this thing for under $300. You're looking at around $4 something with the additional accessories, but I think they're very much worth it, especially if you're planning on having more than a few people playing and planning on doing TTRPGs or larger, more complicated board games. So that's my review of the tabletop table, and definitely worth the buy, and definitely a great option to purchasing a dedicated tabletop table, which can cost an order of magnitude more. So thank you guys.